Well, at the beginning of the tournament, I took Gonzaga. They're the best team. They score the easiest. They average 92 points a game. Everything they've done, and they just did it against USC, which is an outstanding defensive team. USC couldn't even block a single Gonzaga shot. They're one of their leading shot blocking team in the country. And Drew Timme was fantastic. They've got lottery picks. They score. They do it all, and they defend at a high level. I think we're going to see Gonzaga cut the nets down and be the first undefeated team since Indiana. And then Mark Few's going to do exactly what Bob Knight did in '76 after he won. He's going fishing, man.
Gonzaga getting there on Tuesday with their 85-66 win over USC. The Zags are the 14th team all-time to advance to the Final Four unbeaten. The first since Kentucky did it in 2015. Gonzaga with its second Final Four appearance, the other being in 2017 when they lost in the national title game. Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio. On the women's side, it's Stanford and South Carolina advancing Tuesday to a Final Four matchup. SEC Network analyst Andrea Carter.
I think it is absolutely going to be a battle. The way that Stanford stormed back to get that win, down 12 at halftime, they stormed back. They've got senior leadership in Kiana Williams. She just set the record, broke the record for Candace Wiggins' three-pointers all-time made at Stanford. Anna Wilson, co-defensive player of the year in the Pac-12. I think she guards Zia Cook, so that's a matchup to keep your eye on. And then Stanford in general, they've got a lot of length. 6'4", multiple players at 6'1". I think that length, who's going to win the battle? Who can score over length and who can defend over length? And I think it's really just going to come down to who's going to be the toughest, especially South Carolina. Stanford executes off the offensive end. They run that high post action. They're very good executing, and they love to score the basketball with each other, finding each other. Grit, toughness, who's going to have it? We're going to find out.
The women's Final Four, Stanford, the number one overall seed, Connecticut, South Carolina, and Arizona. Arizona coached by Adia Barnes, South Carolina coached by Dawn Staley.
I'm super proud of Adia. I wanted that to happen. I was cheering for her to get it done. It's not, not for any other reason besides, us being represented at the biggest stage of women's college basketball. And that's because, there's so many black coaches out there that don't get opportunity. Because when ADs don't see it, they don't see it. And they're going to see it on the biggest stage on Friday night.
Dawn Staley and Adia Barnes, two African-American coaches heading to the Final Four. ESPN analyst Carolyn Peck, back in 1999 with Purdue, became the first African-American coach to win a women's D1 national championship.
Well, when I was growing up, I used to watch, and it was, if there was a black coach that got there was really only one, and that was Coach C. Vivian Stringer. And she demonstrated of what could be done. I have to compliment my staff, my players. I didn't win it by myself, but it was a group effort when we won the national championship. And my English teacher back in high school said, you never count a first unless there's going to be a second.
Right.
Well, the second was then Dawn Staley. So now, again, though, since the NCAA tournament has started, there's only been one black person, male or female, that has made it to the Final Four at a time. Now there are two. And so with Adia Barnes and Dawn Staley competing in the Final Four, now I hope that it gets to a time where it's not unique, but it happens.
Right.
And so when you have two of them now it can become the norm, especially when administrators give African-American women an opportunity. These two women are demonstrating with a chance they can get it done.
It becomes the norm, and then we're no longer talking about it, right? We're just focusing on the game. Coming up, the Final Four on Friday night. Got two great games. Give us what jumps out in each game to you.
Oh, man, where do you start? I think first, you look at Connecticut and Arizona.